finally found it. WeThePeople.wtf, a comedy game show that blends free speech with the bizarre reality of modern politics. I'm your host, Kiki Andersen, here to celebrate citizens who are showing up in the streets and offer you at home a chance to win $1,000 in our sweepstakes. Stick around to find out how. Making some mischief with me today from Seattle's It's Kill Rock Stars and San Francisco's Sketchfest very own Andy Iwancio. Andy, thank you so much for joining us. Andy, how are you feeling about the state of the world today?
I'm unemployed at the moment, so not having to explain or hearing the opinions of my elderly coworkers is nice. I also don't have to hear the words pivot or circle back. So I'm like, I have more space to process the news and also process cheese.
Process cheese, process news. But you know what? Time is a construct, and you don't have to abide by it.
No, it melts like cheese in a microwave on top of a very cheap quesadilla that I definitely did not eat before starting this.
Andy setting the example for all of us. Thank you for joining us. Next up, from Brooklyn, it's the host of Inside Fighting's Man on the Mat podcast, Hayden Arrington. Hayden, thank you so much for joining us. Hayden, how are you feeling about the state of the world today?
Feeling great. I've been dying for gas prices to go up, so I'm really excited about that. I feel like that's incredible. Living in Brooklyn, it's been awesome, man. Everybody shits on taking the subway until all of a sudden it's way more expensive to be driving a car right now. So, feel in tune with it.
Yeah, now that I have to pay more for gas, it's a psychological thing. Every time I pay more for something, I'm like, oh, it must be better. It must be better gas.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. That's the way everything works, right?
Hayden, thank you. Finally, last but not least, a very special guest today, my friend from middle school, but also from a putt-putt commercial fame, Joel Slaff. Thank you so much for joining us. Joel, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. State of the world, not so good. I'm like, whenever I see like a prescription like medicine commercial, I'm always like agreeing and hoping for the side effects to actually like occur at this point. Like, I'm just kind of like, might cause diarrhea. I'm like, I honestly hope it does for you. Like, I'm just at my wit's end. That's where I am.
That's good. That's a good, honest answer. Thank you for sharing that, Joel.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we have a game to do here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Contestants, we've asked you to submit your favorite protest sign. We are going to go ahead and start with you, Andy. Andy, what sign did you pick?
I chose a really funny sign. It says "Stop the horse shit." It's good enough on its own, but then it's like on a mini horse. And I can't imagine the amount of times you're trying to use your mini horse. And this is from New York, so this mini horse is living in an apartment, maybe a few walk-up. It's just everything you want. It's a fine use of a service animal. I mean, the other ones that I thought of, the other possible horse protest signs I thought was much like a small horse race. Trump as well has a tiny Preakness, or don't saddle us with crippling debt. But this one's the best out of the three. I'm having workshopped post the sign actually being out. It's just really good. I mean, it's everything you want. You got a horse to pet? Come on. This is like doing... It's everything you want to see at a protest. As a petting zoo.
Yeah. And I feel like there's just so many wise saying about horses, like never straight from the horse's mouth,
I say nay to the idea of fascism. I keep doing corny because like a lot of protest signs are like 50-year-old people trying to be witty, and they're just end up sounding like old sitcoms. But this one's like good. It's got curse words, so they mean it.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with an animal. Animals have been around longer than we have. They know what's up. Great choice, Andy.
The only thing that could have been any better is a horse, or instead of a horse, is like a donkey, because you can't hate on an ass joke. But I don't need to make those. You can make them all yourself by Googling what a mule looks like. Or donkey.
Amazing. Thank you, Andy. All right, next up, Hayden, what did you bring to the table today?
The only orange man I support, and it's a picture of Chester Cheetah, which on the surface feels like, that's kind of clever. I'm just gonna say right off the rip, and not hating on any Cheetah fan, if you don't think Chester Cheetah is in the Epstein files, like, dude, you gotta wake up, dude. He's and I looked this up. He's 40 years old. He spends all of his time with his pants off around children, but sunglasses on. It's like, dude, if they could print the files out, they would be covered in Cheeto dust, man. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, and even that aside, I know obviously this is a reference to Trump. We're talking about, the only orange man of sport. It's like, when we found out that Trump was closer to being a pedophile, could we stop talking about his skin? It's like we got bigger fish to fry than just calling him orange. I feel like that's not an insult anymore. You know what I mean? In North Korea, they're not talking about Kim Jong-un's moisturizing routine. I feel like this is just one of those things that it's like, let's just move to the bigger thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's like whenever people bring up that Hitler was racist, and it's like, oh no, I don't think we need to pile on top of the thing that the person's already a bad person. It's like we've already shuffled it. So yeah, that's what I got.
That is funny. Or when people bring up Hitler, or what did he molest his cousin or something? I'm like, well, that's not the worst thing he did.
Yeah, it's like, do we need to go back through the history of this person? It's like whenever you've already seen Silence of the Lambs, and they're like, did you want to know about how bad Hannibal was as a person growing up? And it's like, no, I believe you. It's like, I don't think he just woke up that way,
It always happens when you're in comedy and somebody's been outed as a kind of a creep. There will be another comedian next to you who will be like, yeah, also he owes me $20.
It's very true.
So this is an interesting one, because I don't think we've ever had this on the show. You picked your least favorite sign.
I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like if you're at these protests, there's a bunch of very clever signs, and then there's one person being like, also this guy don't like his skin, and it's like I feel like we should not be doing that like across the board,
I like it. It adds color to the show, because it's like, just because we're all on the same team doesn't mean we're playing the same game here.
That's a good point.
That always happens with my whenever I'm talking to my mom Joy, she always brings up we don't want to deal with that orange king, and I'm just like, you're not really taking the power away from him.
Do you think he can hear you?
Right, exactly.
See you? Do you think he cares?
100%.
It's also it's kind of well, I mean, anybody above 50, you're just wary of how they're still judging somebody by their skin color.
That's a really good way of putting it.
That's such a mark of the times too. Times are so bad. We have to be on the side of and defend people that we find extremely cringe. I don't want to have to defend Don Lemon. I never defended Don Lemon a day in my life. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But now I gotta tweet Don Lemon.
I think the other thing that's very good is Chester Cheeto has distanced himself from he's distanced himself from Joe Camel, who he seems like he's related to, and he has also distanced himself from, I don't know if you grew up hearing this name, Chester Child Molester.
Yeah.
That was just some play name that we'd always have for a creepy teacher. So
well, Hayden, he's there. He must be in the files now. If it's already a rhyme to a schoolyard thing.
Whatever the creepy urban version in Baltimore where I grew up would be, whatever the creepy small version is, I'm sure Chester is there with I'm sure there's Kanye bag of rap snacks. So they're just, I'm not saying there isn't creepiness in the snack related world, but he's distanced himself enough, and that's hopeful.
I'm not surprised anymore. Nothing surprises me.
Wow. Well, this was a very enlightening sign, because I got to think about a lot of things now. So this is a great choice, Hayden. Thank you. Finally, we got one more sign. Joel, what did you bring to the table today?
Yeah, I think I went down the same route as Hayden did here. I picked I absolutely for the majority, that one did make me laugh. There were a few others that did, but a lot of these are just maybe it's just because I'm jaded. Maybe it's because I just hated the majority of the signs, so I just went with the evil one, the most evil one, and that's why I picked the one about Gavin Newsom. I think he's absolutely despicable. Yeah, and again, to what you were saying, Kiki, don't make me agree with Gavin. Like, I hate him. Like, he's just, like, he reminds me of someone, like, I said this to a friend of mine, probably more times than I should have, that, like, if he got into, like a head-on collision, and, like, let's say he got into a head-on collision with, like, a family of 4, right? And then, like, 2 kids were in the back, and the parents in the front, and the parents, like, both died on impact, and, like, the kids were still alive, he, with a smile, would be like, I didn't want to have to do this. Like, and that's his, like, Chappaquiddick. That's his Chappaquiddick. Like, and you're laughing because you know it's possible. You know he's, like, killed people, and he's just like, I really don't want to do that. He's like if Robert Pattinson, like, yeah. So the thing about him is that, like, he'll get on, like, X or Insta or whatever, and just be like, fascism is bad, and everyone's like, oh my god, great idea. Like, yeah, we know, like, give me something, give me more. And then he, like, uses the same type of language as, oh, I hate him. So maybe it's my hyperfixation, or, yeah, maybe it's the fact that, like, yeah, okay, he's right about the most basic of things, but that doesn't make him, like, incredible, you know? Like, he's correct about, like, we should not do bad things, and it's like, oh, great, like, I love this guy. Like, okay, you know, it's not hard. It's not hard to be right sometimes, Kiki.
Yeah. Well, isn't he Nancy Pelosi's nephew?
What?
That would be, you know what? I believe it.
I
believe
might be
he's
making
probably
that up,
related.
but I'm pretty sure they're related. I might be making that up, but she's another
was
one with the
married
African
to-
scarf and everything.
He's like proto Chuck Schumer kneeling for George Floyd. Like, I know that he was with the best is yet to come lady, whose name I forget. Don Jr.'s wife, girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Queen of the Mar-a-Lago face. By the way, yes,
my girl.
Gavin Newsom and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are distantly related by marriage, but not by blood. Okay, so whatever.
Really?
Non sequitur. But they live in the same world. All to say, we have no heroes. Everything is bad. But great choices, you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have the horse sign, we have Chester the molester, and we have the Gavin Newsom sign, and I have to pick one. These are all really good choices, really smart, really thoughtful choices. Unfortunately, I have to pick one. I don't want to discriminate against an animal.
It's Chester Cheeto, not Chester Molester.
But he is a molester. But he is. That's the truth. This is tough because I feel like Joel and Hayden's signs kind of scratch the same part of my brain that is really interesting because we hadn't had it on the show before. So because I can't pick between Joel and Hayden's sign, I gotta go with the horse sign. But they were all great choices. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Very little sense.
I mean, I like the Gavin sign just in case it's just an asshole in his office that's named Gavin, who it feels like a name that has to be right all of the time.
I've actually never met an adult named Gavin.
Well, not to be weird, but you've met kids named Gavin?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
I've never met,
That
an
seems
adult
like...
named Gavin. It's like Chase.
Yeah.
Like, are there adult Chases?
I feel like I've only met adult Chases. I don't think
Really?
I've ever met... Yeah, I went to high school with a kid named Chase, and he's a doctor now. And I'm like...
if my doctor...
That makes sense.
If my doctor's named Chase, like, I'm getting out of there. I'm like, no, like, you didn't earn this, dude. What kind of, like, generational trauma did you go through?
I love that it could be, again, any Gavin. It might just be somebody who... Maybe Gavin Rossdale has, like, a good take, and the guy hates him. He's just like, oh, I love Blur more, but, oh, I gotta agree with Bush.
See, that's my sign. That's my sign.
The only Bush we can agree with is Gavin Rossdale.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. These were really great choices. If you're watching at home, you get to pick. You get to pick your favorite protest sign, and that actually puts you in the running to win $1,000. All you have to do is you go to WeThePeople.wtf, register with your email, you'll get to vote on your favorite protest sign, and that enters you to win. Again, that's WeThePeople.wtf. Also, please drop a comment below, keep the conversation going, smash that subscribe button, follow at WeThePeople.wtf on all platforms. Follow our amazing comedians and my friend Joel. Joel is one of my favorite comedians, even though he does not do comedy. Go see them live. Go see Joel at his house. Go see Andy, Hayden, Joel. Please go support live comedy. Get off your phone. Go have an experience. Come back to WeThePeople.wtf. For now, I've been your host, Kiki Andersen. Thanks for joining us.